Hey guys, my name is Sid. Welcome to another episode of Living in Dubai, and today we're going to be talking about salaries. So this is the most frequent question I get asked. Lots of people who are moving to Dubai ask me about their salary expectations. So I made a whole video about cost of living in Dubai. So I'll leave that video up over here and you guys can go check it out and you can figure out how much it costs to live in Dubai. So I would say if you're a single person, if you're making anything north of 20,000, you should lead a comfortable life. If you have to support a full family, maybe you want closer to like 30 to 35 to lead a decent life in Dubai. Here I found a list of the top industries in Dubai and the high and low level salary expectations from those. So let's just go over this list really quickly. I thought it might help you guys with some information. And I'll leave a link to the article in the description so you guys can go check it out in more detail. So we'll start at number 10, which is information technology. This is my field. So an IT director level person who's like the top IT person in a company, probably you're looking at a larger organization, a bank or something like that, is going to make around 35,000 to 70,000 dirhams. And the lower end of that bracket, which is like IT support assistant or something like that, that's going to be about 5,000 to about 11,000-ish. So the next industry we'll talk about is HR. So a top level HR manager will make between 30 to 70,000 dirhams, with the average being about 50. So the lowest level is probably a recruiter who will make 8 to 10,000, but there are commissions involved in recruitment, so keep that in mind. So that's just the base package, and you could make more based on how many placements you make. So the next industry, which is a big industry in Dubai, is the property industry. So if you're a senior development manager, that means you're handling the whole project. You could be making about 50 to 70,000 dirhams a month, which is a good package. But if you're like a sales executive trying to sell property, your package is going to be really low, probably 5,000-6,000 dirhams, 10,000 dirhams if you have a little bit of experience. But most of your money is going to be made in commissions. So every time you sell a property, you'll keep a commission on that. That's how most of the leasing and property consultants make their living. They can make a lot of money if they're dealing with high net worth properties. So if you send millions of dollars worth of property a month, you'll make a hefty commission on that. So the next industry is architecture and interior design. As per Gulf News, if you're a principal level architect, you'll make about 50 to 80,000 dirhams. So that's like at the top level. And if you're a junior interior designer, you'll probably make around 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 dirhams. It averages up to about 15,000 dirhams. So the next thing we'll talk about is marketing. Marketing people do pretty well in Dubai. If you're like a CMO, top level marketing executive in a company, so you'll make about 60,000 to 100,000 dirhams. The median is about 80,000 dirhams. But if you're on the lower levels of marketing, like you're in PR, maybe social media, digital marketing, something like that, you can expect to make between 10, 20, maybe 25,000 dirhams a month. So another big industry in Dubai is the finance industry. So they make a good amount of money in finance. So if you're like the chief financial officer or even an investment banker, you might be making north of 100,000 dirhams. Up to 180,000 dirhams, starting from 40. The median is around 50 to 60,000 dirhams. If you're like an accounts assistant or a junior level finance person, 6,000, 5,000. So there's a big range over there. And investment bankers, they make big money on their bonuses. So their initial package might be like 50, 60,000 dirhams a month. So at the end of the year, they make a hefty bonus. It could be hundreds of thousands of dirhams, bringing that salary up to about 100,000, 120,000. More about the deal flow for investment bankers. Supply chain professionals, if you are into procurements or something like that, at the highest level, you're probably making about 50 to 60,000 dirhams. At the lowest level, 8 to 10,000, maybe 15,000 dirhams. Lawyers make pretty good money in Dubai, like most places in the world. The median salary for a lawyer is around 32,000 as per this. And a chief legal officer will make about 100,000 dirhams. If you're an assistant or a lower level legal clerk, maybe 10,000. Maybe 15,000, somewhere around there. Construction is another huge industry in Dubai. As you know, there's a lot of buildings being constructed all the time in Dubai, and there's a big need for engineers, project managers, surveyors, facilities maintenance, doing building management systems, those kind of things. Highest level, you might make up to 200,000 dirhams if you're the top level project manager for a building. Average is closer to around 50 to 60,000 dirhams. And at the lowest level, you'll be making about 5 to 10,000 dirhams. I'm talking about the guys who are engineers. I'm not talking about the construction workers or the blue-collar workers. If you're an engineer at the lowest level, maybe 8 to 10,000 dirhams. Now sales as per this article is the number one field. The sales director on average will make about 65,000 dirhams a month. And at the lowest level, a sales executive will probably make about 4 to 5,000 dirhams. Now, the reason that sales executive's salary is low is because, once again, this is one of those commission-based fields. So the more sales you make, probably the more commission you'll earn. So guys, I think we pretty much covered the major salary expectations you can have for most of the major industries in Dubai. All this information, by the way, comes from Gulf News. So if you guys want to go check out that article about what to expect in Dubai salaries, you can go check out that article. But I think some of these salaries are slightly on the higher side. You can expect to be a little bit lower than that, especially if you're going to work for a startup or a growing company or a new company. These salaries might be more in line with multinationals, the kind of packages that multinational companies would provide. So that's it, guys. This quick video is just, I wanted to make this video because so many people ask me about salary expectations and I don't really know. So this Gulf News article should hopefully help you guys out, and hopefully you got some good insight from this video. So that's it for this episode of Living in Dubai. If you like this video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to watch more videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.